All right. So in retail, yeah, they don't want you to take off in November, December, January, because that's when everybody's buying gifts. There's Black Friday going on, right? There's a lot of things going on, and for years and years, while everybody else is going out there and going on nice Christmas trips. Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? Thumbs up. Yes, yes. Good, 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 good. Okay. Just making sure. We had somebody said they have audio issues. No, Marissa. I think everything sounds good on our end. But I'm just wanting to share something personal with you that because of 4 long years, I wouldn't say they're long. They were really fun. 4 really good long years with Powur that I've been in now. I was able to really enjoy this Christmas break, because in my first 3 years I was grinding. But you know what? Not out of mandatory, policies and procedures in place. I did it because I wanted to have free time. And Powur offers that passive income that you can count on down the road. And that's what happened with me this last couple of years, actually. I've been able to enjoy my family. And if that's what you're looking for more freedom, more time freedom with your family, with your friends, with yourself, then this is probably a really great company to be involved with. A lot of us on here have already shown success. I don't know how many times I have to mention that the difference between us and a lot of other different type of industries is that majority people that are on this call right now are already winning. They're just at a different level, right? You could have somebody that earned their first commission, which may have been $3,000, $5,000, $7,000. You could have somebody on this call that has a team of 50 people, and maybe they made about $15,000 this month because they had a sale or two, and then they had some overrides from their team. You could have somebody on this call right now that's making $30,000 to $40,000 a month because of everything he or she has built, right? I just want to say it's all possible. Whatever you want done, the solar industry is going to do it for you. And the biggest thing to understand is that we are one of the only industries that's thriving right now. I want to say that again. We are one of the only industries that is thriving right now. You have friends, family members that are in real estate, they're in mortgage lending, and they're hurting right now. There's not a lot of activity going on right now. It's a new year, and we'll see how that kind of shapes up. But right now, there's not a lot of inventory out there. Has it raise your hand if you know what I'm talking about, right? So not only that, if you have friends that are in the car dealers making money, those guys aren't making $100,000 a year anymore. That's over. That's over. They're lucky if they clear 60,000. That's if the cars come in stock, if they're ready to be delivered to the customer, because that's when they get paid, not when they sell it. So for you being here, it's important. It's important because you need to understand that this is the way. You can call it how you want it. You can say I'm biased. You can do whatever you want, but if you just read the news, if you read the facts, if you keep up with the data that's going on in today's world, you'll see that the renewable energy industry is one of the top thriving industries ever right now. And you're involved in it. And that's huge. But there's one thing to be involved, and there's another thing to be distant, right? It's weird, right? Because we'll have people that are involved, but they're distant at the same time. I got to tell you, that doesn't work. It doesn't work. One of the things that I'd like to implement this year, for starting in February, and I'm sure all the leaders will agree, is that you have to instill into your new people that a mandatory game plan interview needs to be done within 48 hours. A mandatory game plan interview. And what is a game plan interview? Some of you may be on this call right now, don't even know what that is, and that's okay. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help you understand that. If your leader dropped the ball and didn't tell you what that is, it's a new year. So we're all here to learn together. What is a game plan interview? It's where you sit down with your brand new consultant within 48 hours of them getting signed up into Powur. Okay? So if I sign up Mike tonight, right after sign up, I'm going to do two things, okay? And this right here, these two things, I promise you, will make you a very different year if you weren't doing this last year. Number one, you got to do a game plan interview. That's where we sit down with somebody, with our new consultant, and we talk to him or her about their goals, aspirations, their dreams, right? Find out why they're doing this business. Why did they sign up with you? Why did they sign up with Powur? Maybe they just trusted you and they have no idea what solar is. They have no idea what sales are. We've already proven that people with or without sales or solar knowledge are making six figures in this company. But we need to know that. We need to know what level they're at. So we need to find out their why. We need to find out their goals, dreams, aspirations. And we also need to find out where they are in terms of hours per week. Write that down. Hours per week. I promise you, if you're in this business thinking you can only do 1 or 2 or 3 hours a week, I'm sorry, man, but if you should just get your money back. I'm just going to be honest with you, because I'm tired of people wasting their money in Powur. 4 months down the road, they haven't done one single thing. Why? Because they were not focused on giving their business at least 1 hour a week. One. And 4 months goes by, $80 a month, $320, but they don't show up to one event, one call, one training, don't reach out. And then they quit, cancel, and say, oh, Powur, oh, that didn't work for me. Oh, I gave them all my money. They took all my money. No, we are independent associates. We are independent consultants. However, it doesn't have to always be like that. So when we get started, we need to help somebody. And that's number one, do the game plan interview. Number two, very important, get them on a phone call with leadership. Get them on a phone call with leadership. It could be anybody. It doesn't have to be me. It doesn't have to be Edgardo. It could be Philip. Philip is a very educated guy. Just because he hasn't made a bunch of sales, he knows a lot in the business world. And there's a reason he became in Powur. Hey, Philip, this is my friend Mike. Hey, Mike, what's going on? Philip, can you just tell us your story on why you've gotten involved with Powur? And can you welcome him to the team? Philip will do that, but nobody's asking anybody and nobody's doing it. So then guess what happens? Your new consultant goes 1, 2, 3 days goes by, no game plan interview, no goal setting. A week goes by, man. I don't really know what I'm doing with this company. I mean, these guys are on the chat and they're saying they're doing stuff, but where do I start? Oh, well, a month goes by. You know what? I don't even know why I'm doing this. Why am I even doing this? I don't even know what to do. 2 months goes by. I think it's time to cancel. I'm not really doing anything. We need to get better. We need to get better at helping our people train. We need to get better at helping consultants get started right. If they got started right, I don't know the data. I can guarantee you Powur has the data. But after somebody gets their first check, their first sale, shit, not even a sale. How about just a sit down proposal so they can see how it's done, right? As soon as they see that come to fruition, it's more real. Everything is more real. Like, oh, that's it? That's what y'all do? You spend 30 minutes talking to somebody about trading their money from the utility company to investing in their own power? That's all you're doing? And you're clicking a button to say approve or denied? I could do that. But remember, the word business is a very scary word for people that aren't ready for it. Remember that. The word business, the word entrepreneur can be very scary for somebody that doesn't understand it, right? But Powur makes it so freaking simple. They make it so simple, but they don't know what they don't know. Okay? So we're going to get better at this. We're going to get way better at this. Powur already has a booklet in the back office, a getting started booklet. You can print that out, and that's what you'll use for your game plan interview with your brand new consultant. And don't feel bad if you haven't done it yet, but do it now. After this call your new consultant and say, you know what? I dropped the bomb. Admit it. That's what I do. I dropped the bomb. Not the bomb. I dropped the ball. I dropped the ball, and I'm sorry. I should have done this so you could understand what we're saying and doing. When do you have 45 minutes that we can spend together? It could be at a coffee shop. It could be on Zoom. When is good for you? But the game plan interview has to be done. It has to be done. There's so much going on in the back office. Can you imagine being brand new, looking at everything going on? The dashboard, look at the dashboard. It's nuts, right? Information everywhere. Boom, 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 boom. You wouldn't even know where to start. So let's get back to basics and get better at really giving somebody a shot. Because what if in that game plan interview, you realize that this person just doesn't have the time, or they don't have the necessary strength or focus that this business will take? Then you got to be honest with them up front and say, hey, Willie, man, you know, I'm so glad we met. I know you have these goals. You say you want to retire your mom. You say you want to buy your wife a new car. However, I noticed you said you can only do 2 hours a week. Is that right? Yeah, that's all I can do, you know? Okay, well, great. The only thing is that, like, I don't know any job where you can work 2 hours a week and expect to really get results that you're looking for, right? Now, if you want to pay your mortgage, if you want to pay your car bill, we can work with that. We can work with that with these hours. 2 hours a week, we could do 1 hour a week on our Tuesday night call every Tuesday night. And we can do 1 hour on the doors or on the phones. eventually we will get a lead. Now, if we want to speed up, that process, we could use some more hours. Is there any other way, or any way you could give me some more hours from anywhere? And you may have to tell them, you know what? You got to tell them, you got to be that leader and say, like, I mean, look at Willie, right? Willie, raise your hand, Willie. Say hi, Willie. Willie doesn't have a lot of time. Willie is a very, very busy person, has many accolades in his life. He's always traveling with his wife, Willie and Alicia, but they still get this business done. They still get it done, but they know how many hours they can put towards their business. But I guarantee that, and that took some time. I think Willie's first 10 deals were like disqualifications, right? Really? About that. Like about, I don't know, how many were they, Willie?
There were 16. We got the first 2 in our first week. Then it took 16, almost a year and a half, with the greatest closer, Guster. You know what I'm saying? But you stick and stay to the process, like you said. Always reaching out to our mentors, people with success, and that's how we got where we at right now. Stick and stay.
Thank you, Willie. Look at that. How many of you would have given up after 16 DQs? 16 credit fails. Tell me. I don't know. Maybe me. I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell you. But I've had a lot. But that was in a row. Imagine that. Disqualification, credit denied. 16 times. Now he's a tier 3 mentor. He's got one of a shining star, Mr. Brent, on his team over here. They're doing some big things, but you know what? It takes a lot of heart. It takes a lot of passion. It takes a lot of consistency. We always talked about consistency, but Willie was right. A big thing is sticking to the process, staying in the game, right? Staying in the game, staying consistent, trusting the process. But thank you, Willie. Appreciate that. But we just gotta be more realistic in 2023, is all I'm trying to say. That way, there's two things. Number one, be realistic, because you know what? If somebody tells you, and I'm just shooting off the hip here, I'm just telling you what comes to my mind, what's happened to me, so I can give you my experience. Somebody will say, well, I don't know, Eric, do I have to knock doors? How many have heard that before? I don't know, Eric, do I have to knock doors? And I used to say, no, you don't have to. You don't worry about it. All virtual, right? But some people can't do virtual. They can't do that. So their only other option is knocking doors, and they don't want to knock doors. So it doesn't work for them, right? But how do we know? We got to ask them what they like. And what if they say, well, I want to make this much money? Okay, you want to do it virtually, right? Yeah, you don't want to knock doors. Okay, how much money do you have for lead generation, for ads? Well, I don't have any money. I mean, the only money I had was this $99 I spent to get in. Okay, so how do you plan on getting ads? Well, I thought I was gonna, go on social media. Okay, all right, well, that's good. I will tell you that you have to be consistent on that, probably 24/7, in order to start building a following. Do you have a following right now? Well, I have about 50 followers. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about your aunts and your uncles and your cousins. No, like, you need a following so people can start sharing your stuff. Then somebody will come in your inbox as a lead. We have a lot of work to do, right? But in the meantime, they can make money tomorrow by knocking doors. But you told them they didn't have to, or I did, right? So now I'm saying, look, knocking doors isn't required. However, it depends on how fast you want to get paid. If you want to work just virtually, then you can see if you can get some leads just by doing social media. I don't know how active you are currently on social media, or you can buy ads. Do you have a lead budget? No, I don't. Well, then it might be a good idea to knock doors, but I don't want to do that. Well, then I'm just trying to give you some expectations of what to expect. Expectations of what your check might look like or might not look like, right? So I guess all in all, I'm just saying that in the beginning of this year, now for this new year, you're getting somebody involved in Powur, find out about them within 48 hours. Find out about their goals, find out about how much time they can commit to their business, and let's be realistic with them. Have them set realistic goals based on the conversation you're having about the time and effort they can put into their Powur business. Because there's no reason to waste time. Nothing's worse than somebody coming on the platform, getting certified, not doing anything ever, and then getting off, and they wasted money. That's the worst part for me. The worst part for me is both of us wasted our time, and they wasted $80 a month for 3, 4, 5 months when they weren't doing anything. And that was money they could have had for their family. So let's not do them that disservice. Let's not do them that disservice and hit it right from the start, the right way, the whole way, right? Does anybody, I'd like to hear some feedback on that, especially from my leaders. So go ahead and unmute yourself and tell me if you agree and what you have to say about that.
Yo, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Hey, Gus, how you doing, man?
Magnificent, man. Just wrapped up an appointment, competed with 7 other people, and was told to come in #1 spot to get their business. Just
Awesome.
talk about what deserves it. Rock and roll, right?
Yes, sir.
You have to hear me, right? Yeah, but I love what you say, man. Second stage, biggest thing, they really thanks so much for that shout out. You keep getting me sideways with all these compliments. At the end of the day, it was you that stuck with it. I just was there to help, doing my job and my duties like I'm supposed to as a mentor. But man, you guys, tomorrow flying to California should be awesome. And yeah, I'm just here to help as much as I can and drop some value. But appreciate y'all having this call. Appreciate it, Eric.
Appreciate you, Gus. Thank you, sir.
What's up, Eric?
Hey, Jacob. How you doing, sir?
I'm good. I'm good. I just I'm in the car right now, so if it gets a little choppy, I apologize, guys. Man, there's a great number of people on the call tonight. You know, I would have to agree, man, 100%, bro. I mean, you know, it's just like the customers and clients. I mean, we talk to them and set them up with proper expectations. You know, I know that there's a couple of folks when I first started recruiting that I brought in, and I didn't set proper expectations, and you know, I saw that with their journey with Powur early on. So I mean, I'm sure we see it all the time. You know what I mean? If we don't set proper expectations for them, like you talked about, what are they willing to invest? What do they want to achieve? What are they willing to do to achieve that? You know, and it's realistic. It's got to be realistic. You know, and it's okay to let them know, man, that's a tall drink of water right there. Are you really that thirsty? You know, it's okay to have that conversation, because ultimately we want to be circled with people that are motivated and ready to make this business happen and help homeowners save money. You know, that's where we're at, you know? So, I mean, I agree.
Thank you, Jacob. Great point. Great point. Who's next? I got Christian.
Hey.
Oh, okay. We got Brent.
Yes, sir. Hey, so, you know, I think this is, you know, I know I did a little training on this topic, you know, back in the first part of December. I'm a huge fan of the game plan that's in your back office and making sure that that's getting filled out. It does two things for me as As a leader, it lets me know what I'm responsible for, because everybody's gonna have gaps in their game. You know, and I need to know if I need to, you know, like Willie said, we're gonna go door knocking with some of his new team members next week. So he's partnering with me. So we're gonna go show these new guys how we door knock in different scenarios. So how do we use each other as leaders? You know, I know Enzo is working with Rob out in Dallas because they live closer together, and he's going to work with Rob Sanchez tomorrow out in Mesquite. I've got Brandon on the call, and you know that was his homework over the weekend, was to start to fill that out and start to build out his warm list, and then set up weekly meetings that we're having some accountability around it. So it goes both ways. It's not just for the team members on the call, but it's also for us as leaders, is how do we add value and connect them with other people that might be stronger in those suits and those skill sets, to help develop them and help to make sure they're successful, because we owe it to each other on this call to be successful as a team. Everybody on this call, you know, it's great to see this number of people on here, and I want to continue to see this number of people, you know, every week, and I want to see it growing, you know.
Thank you, Brand. Look forward to your year, brother. It's going to be your best year ever. I know that. Thank you, sir.
Eric.
Yes, sir.
Yes. First of all, thank you for all the sacrifice you do. I know being a leader is not easy. You got different personality, different characters, and definitely you got to have thick skin. You know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate everything you do.
Thank you,
And like I told you before, I'm a soldier and I look for good leaders to follow. And I will follow you anywhere, because I've seen you have paid a price, okay? You have sacrificed a lot, and you at where you at right now because you care about people.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, and thank you so much. I talked with Gus the other day, coffee with the Guster Buster the other day, and you mentioned something, you know, you mentioned about game planning, phone call with leadership, but what it stuck out to me was when you bring them new guys, how many hours per week? Because right there, the individual got to be realistic and real with you, you know, because we do this part-time. You know what we do, you know what I'm saying? And it's only by the mercy of God that we've been successful, is because the time that we got back here in the state, we dedicate some time to the business. And always, Brand just mentioned it, we reach out to each other. I reach out to you guys. You know, it's not because I'm tier 3. You know, I could go to a tier 1 and ask question, because, you know, nobody's here is better than nobody. And that's what I like about this team, that every time that we have reached out, Global, Willie's World and A&W Solar, you know, people been there for us and have helped us. Okay. So I just want to thank all the team members. You know, we've been blessed that have the people that have been surrounded with us, you know, have taken their time and precious time and invested in us and showered us with all their education on solar. And right now, what we are developing, we're still learning that solar language. And that has taken us to a success in this business in a very short time. We could have said we quit in the first year. You know, you're talking about 16 in a row, you know, but you know what? We reached out to high A, stick and stay. It's going to be a domino effect, you know, and it's like I told you, I'm not the consultant. My wife, she's behind the scene, and we're a dynamic duo in this business. You know, I'm retired. I thought I wasn't going to work no more, but she got me working for her. But I see, you know, in this business, if you dedicate time, if you connect to the system, if you connect to these calls, you will be successful, because people, you know, when you're down, they're going to lift you up. And I really appreciate that. I mean, I can mention a whole bunch of guys here, and I see the guys, you know, who have the discipline, is taking it to another level. One real quick, other than mentioning Brand, Gus, Jacob, and all them, Javier, he's in the ocean all the time. And look at me sending these calls. You know, I see him and I say, man, if he could do it, why can't Willie and his wife can't do it? You know, when we're back here in the States. So kudos. I really appreciate this team. I really appreciate you, Eric. And, you know, this year, this year is going to be the year for a lot of us if we stick and stay and we help each other and we reach out. Okay, God bless.
Thank you, Willie. My man, Willie and Alicia. Love y'all, man. I can't wait to see you again, brother. We got Christian Montalvo. Yes, sir. Christian Montalvo, you got your hand up? No, Christian, going once. Twice. Anybody else? Javier Garcia, go ahead, my friend.
Hey, buddy. It's so true. You have to get started on the right track. You got to look at what Powur's given us already. Number one, all the social media content, all the graphics, even the graphics where you put your name on it. You have everything, business cards, digital. For you not to be out there virtually is nearly impossible with Powur. You have everything there. They've given you videos. InPhase has given you videos. Solar Edge has given you videos. For you not to be posting at least once a day about solar information, a graphic. Maybe you're shy, you don't know what to say. Just put up a graphic and just say, DM me if you're interested in solar. That's it. There's nothing wrong with just the message. Just send the freaking message. Just put it on there. That's something that needs to be set up immediately whenever you get with anybody that you're working with. You want them to get a bill. That's number one, get the bill. But how? Get them out of their comfort zone and start posting. Put it on Instagram, put it on LinkedIn. And number one is Facebook. Guys, I've been doing this for almost 2 years now. I'm not a tier 3. I'm a tier 2. I work tremendous amounts of hours out here on the boat. My gift is being in front of people personally, and I'm trapped back here on this boat, but it doesn't stop me. I've got 4 to 5 proposals to finish this month right now because it exploded. The Christmas season is over and people are really looking at their bills and their expenses, and they're calling me and telling me, my bill is $280 a month. This is ridiculous. I can't do this no more. What can I do? I just saved a woman that I know $26,000 compared to the solar proposal she just got from another company. $26,000. She was freaking out today when I called her and told her. And all of this because I am very, guys, when I tell you I study this stuff, it's not a joke. Every day, 2-3 hours I put into studying. I'm roof certified. I'm site surveyor certified. I'm battery solar certified. I'm certified on all the certificates of tier 1, tier 2. And that's something that needs to be addressed. That individual, this is not a hobby. This company, your willingness can make you rich beyond your wildest imaginations. Edgardo's been putting up the bonuses from override bonuses of $32,000, a team bonus of $32,000. What would that do for you? You have everything right there in front of you. Powur has built a tremendous backlog office for you to be super successful. If your name is not on every brochure that Powur has already put out for you, and postcard and flyer, number one, go do that tonight. Do it tonight and post it up. And let everybody know. I'm telling you, let everybody know today, tonight, or tomorrow that you can help them with solar, and watch what happens. Somebody, I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Come back next Tuesday and tell us. I guarantee somebody's going to reach out to you and say, I didn't know you did solar. Man, can you help me with my bill? Yes, I can. And always remember this. This is the bottom line of this. always keep in mind when you do this, when you start somebody new, that the main focus is not money. It's the main focus is that you can help others. That needs to be the staple of your statement at the end of your presentation with that person. After you do the game plan, and tell them this. And the main thing for us to do is to help others. The rest will come, I promise you. But helping others, guys, that's exactly what happened today. When I presented the proposal, I told her how much I saved, and this is what she said. I love you, Javier. Thank you for helping me. Boom shakalaka. There you go.
My man, Mr. Boom Shakalaka. Thank you, Javier. We love you, brother.
You're welcome, buddy. Thank you.
All
Love
right.
y'all.
We have Mr. Montalvo is ready. How you doing, Mr. Montalvo?
Hey, Eric, how are you? Thank you for the leadership, all of the leaders on here, Mr. Brand, Mr. Solar Jefe, Gus, and anyone that I missed. Up and coming rising star leader, Mr. Philip Garza. Thank you all, guys. Houston, I see you on the call as well. Sorry, I was having some technical difficulties. I couldn't get on. I kept hearing you call my name, but I think it was more strategic. I didn't want to go after Willie. So I let Javier take the hit, and then I'm next. But I do want to say this, guys. Number one, congratulations for all the new names that I see on here. You've made the best decision to impact a lot of families and help them save money, and also to impact your own family and change their destiny, change their future forever. This is the best industry, hands down, the best profession that you can be in. You made the right choice. So if I have not met you yet, my name is Christian Montalvo. I am out of the San Antonio market in Texas. I'm currently in Fort Myers, Florida, because the beauty about this business is it gives you financial freedom, it gives you time freedom, it gives you location freedom. So I want to apologize. I was late to the call because I was actually onboarding a brand new consultant in San Antonio, Texas, from one of my consultants. They put me in a three-way call, and then I was able to convert that. And now someone else has joined their team, which in essence is my team. And I'm in Fort Myers, Florida, doing the business. So I hopped on when one of my very best friends, or one of my good friends, he may not want to take that on and say, yeah, we're not really that close. But Jacob Davis, Solar Jefe, said something very important. Solar Jefe said, set the expectation. And I'm glad that he said that, because as soon as I came on, I just finished having a conversation. This person is a home inspector. He says, Christian, I have 400 people that I service in home inspections. And I set the expectation. I said, just so you know, not all 400 are going to go. Some people are not going to like it. They hate it. They don't want to hear anything about it. It's a credit fail. You're going to hear a lot of things, but I want to set the expectation. You're not going to convert all 400, but we're going to give it our best. I drove to Fort Myers, Florida last week. And during that time, I was listening to the audio book, The 4 Agreements. And if you haven't read it or if you haven't heard it, I highly suggest it. The 4 Agreements says, do your best. So I didn't discourage this new consultant, but I did set the expectation. Don't think that everybody you talk to is going to go. Some people are not going to want it. It's bad timing. It doesn't make sense right now. Maybe in the future, they'll circle back, but I set the expectation. Now, one of the things that Jacob was saying, if someone comes in and they say, I'm going to do da-da-da-da-da, okay, great. As a leader, some of the mentors on the call, as a leader, we should be doing reverse engineering. Okay, you want to get 100 people? How are you going to do that? How much time are you going to dedicate? How many calls are you going to be on? How many instant messages are you going to send? How many texts are you going to send? How many emails are you going to send? How many calls are you going to make? We need to reverse engineer that so we can get to those numbers, but we also want to set the right expectation for all of our consultants. My name is Christian Montalvo. Hope you guys are well. Hope you're blessed. I hope that was encouraging to you, and let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And we have one more leader on the team, Tony Flores from California. Tony, can you hear us?
I can hear you, Eric. How are you guys doing today?
Doing great, brother. Talk to us, man. What do you have for us this evening?
Yeah, so pretty much everything that you're saying is true. For those of you guys that are here starting out new, you're in the right place, okay? Solar is the way to go. Two things I've learned throughout this last year. How you do one thing is how you do everything. All right. I want everybody to think about that. How you do one thing is how you do everything in your life. You want 100 customers? Just like Christian said right now, what are you doing to get there? What is your dedication and time and energy is it going to take for you to get there? How are you going to get there? Okay. Another thing is how you shop is how your customers shop. So if you're one of those guys or girls that haggles the price, you're going to attract that to your customers, and your customers are going to be the same way. How you treat others, it's going to come back around to you. And those of you guys that are scared to door knock, don't be scared to door knock. You will always, no matter what it is in life, will always knock a door. That could be for your next interview. That could be the next person you meet. That could be the next time you go into the bank to get a loan. That could be anything you do in life. Get over that fear. If you do not knock doors, like Eric said, you got to replace that with lead gen. Time is money. Money is time. If you don't have the time and you're stuck in like, I'm not sure how to door knock, get with somebody on this team that knows how to door knock. Find out how they're doing it. Role play a script every single day. Create some door slicks on what's in your area and how you can use that to your advantage. There's no reason why you guys cannot be successful. You know, make sure whatever your goals are, you 10 times it. Shoot for the moon, land on the stars. Okay, guys. For some of the people on here, I'm going to reach out to you guys as leaders. And I'm going to see if you guys want to do some leadership accountability. There's a lot of goals that I personally have with Eric this year, and I'm going to do my darnest to make sure we hit it. All right. My goal last year, I already passed it. You know, so that's all I got to say, Eric. Just keep doing what you're doing over there, my man. And you know damn well I appreciate everything you are about.
I appreciate you too, my friend. You know that. Thank you. Thank you, Tony. Thank you so much. Guys, look at the team you have. Look at the team you have right at your fingertips. I'm talking about text message. I'm talking about phone calls. Hey, if you're a mentor on the team, please put your number and name in the chat box. So, and where you're from, what city you're in, okay? And everybody out there that is small and you're a tier 1 and you need some mentor deals to close, you can't just, you should be going with the person who first, got you involved. But if they're not helping you, we're here to help you. All of us are here to help you, right? And if you're a mentor and you're having trouble helping others, get on the phone with one of us, because we can't let you let others down. We can't allow it, right? Because everybody here wins. We all win together and nobody left behind. That's our team motto. And we have Carlos Mata. Carlos, can you hear me? Carlos Mata, can you hear me? No. Carlos was on our big nationwide call last night. I want to just do some shout out to him. But thank you, mentors. Information. Who's that? Hey, Gus. All right, cool.
I was saying, Carlos crushing it, man. Crushing it over there in Puerto Rico, taking over.
We got a mentor in Houston, Texas, David Mora. Okay, awesome, man. Also, Javier put his number out there. He's a tier 2, but he might as well be a tier 4 if they made one. If they made a tier 4, that's what Javier would be if he was not in the ocean all the damn time, right? If you need help with batteries, sites, he is amazing at that stuff. So he left his number there as well. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that, everybody. Sorry about that. Had to change the had to change my Wi-Fi. Okay, so everybody's got information in the chat. So how many tier 1 reps do we have on here? Can you raise your hand? Or we have tier 1 rep. Okay, okay. You at the with the blonde hair and glasses, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, yes, my name is Adrienne Gleason, and I just finished Tier 1 training on Sunday. And I'm very anxious to get started, but I'm a little overwhelmed. I have a networking group tomorrow morning, and I'm just going to jump in and
All right.
see what I can do with them.
All right.
What you've had to say tonight is been very encouraging. I didn't get a game plan interview. I've been
Okay.
getting some conversations, but I
Sure.
need somebody to,
Did her audio go out, guys? I think her
Yes.
audio went out.
It did, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, Adrian, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay, there you go. Adrian, what market are you in?
I am in Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay, and who recruited you?
Katie Douglas.
Katie Douglas. Okay. And if I were you, I would reach out to Katie Douglas and ask her, hey, you know what? I'd like a good hour to 2 hours of giving me a short presentation of what the whole Power back office is about. And
Yes.
I know, have you written some of the numbers down here from the chats?
I am going to copy them.
Just in case Katie's not available, or maybe she's too busy, we're here to help you out too. So welcome to the team, okay?
Thank you.
You're gonna have a lot of fun. My advice to you is to fail forward. That is my advice to you.
I'm all about failing forward.
Yes,
Yeah.
fail forward. You
Moving
can't
forward.
lose. You can't lose with solar. The only way you'll lose with solar if you don't talk, if you don't say anything, if you stay in your room and just put the blankets over you and never talk to anybody in your life. That's how you can lose. But other than that, you'll do just fine. And we're here to help you. Remember, every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central, we're here, okay?
Thank you.
All right. We have Philip too, right, Philip? Tier 1?
Yes, I'm tier 1. Hi, Eric.
Awesome, man. How many deals do you need to become a tier 2?
2 more to get to 2. I don't feel so bad when I hear Willie's story.
Yeah.
I've been fortunate to be able to get. I think me and Christian have done 16 proposals. Got 1 deal, but we had I think we had like 3 or 4 disqualifiers in a row. But
Yeah.
I don't get discouraged, and I've got the benefit of when I started real estate 5 years ago. I was door knocking. I was knocking on doors. I was doing my own marketing, yellow letters to get buy houses, basically, wholesale deals. So I'm not worried. No's and slam doors are not something that bother me, and I understand it does take time, but you have to put in the work. So I'm not discouraged one bit. I know it's gonna happen, and just got to keep going, got to keep trying, got to keep marketing, and you have to put the time in. I was, I learned a lot from that, and I'm applying that to today. So when we get a disqualifying, it doesn't pass the, it's just Christian encouraged me, but I tell him, you don't have to. I get it. I'm going to move on to the next one. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep getting leads. And you have to just kind of move on, and just go get another one. I recognize the industry's growing, and we're still so early. And I'm going to be a part of it until I get there, like it doesn't bother me. And I just stress to everybody else, don't quit, keep going, invest what time you can, have realistic goals like everybody says, and like the way Eric said, and just don't give up, because I want to be able to work with everybody here in this group at some point, and make sure everybody's successful, because that's how I lead with trying to help and trying to move forward. I help people in real estate all the time, and that's how I get leads, for real estate leads is people come to me for help and I help them close deals. My goal is to learn how to do solar and be a mentor and do the same thing and just come from a place of service and help. That's really all I want to say.
Appreciate you, Philip.
Yeah.
Hey, we got your back, brother. You know that.
Thank you.
He said some great points, guys. Remember, any real estate agents, any insurance agents, anybody in the mortgage lending business, anybody that's a roofer, anybody that's a contract worker, remember, you want to help them add value to their business. And one thing you can say is, if I could show you a way, if I could treat you to a cup of coffee and show you a way to add $100,000 to your bottom line without any huge capital risk, would that interest you? Yeah, I love coffee. Shoot, right? I love, yeah, no huge capital risk. Yeah, I mean, what I got to do? Like, who do you know? Yeah, right. At that point, ladies and gentlemen, it's very easy to start talking, but you got to get a third party involved. You have to get a third party involved. Brent, if that's your conversation, I'm getting Willie involved. Hold on, I want you to meet Willie on the phone. He's gonna help us out. Willie, if you got that person on the phone, hold on, I wanna get you on the phone with this gentleman, Javier. He knows all this stuff. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's about the stories. It's about the stories. So always edify each other. Always edify each other, and set up your calls. If you're going to do a three-way call, make sure you got your leader set up. Hey, Javier, this is Eric. Hey, what's up, man? Are you available for a three-way call in 10 minutes just in case? Yeah, sure, no problem. What are we trying to do with, and then tell them the reason or what you want the outcome of that call to be. Javier, all I want you to do is invite this guy to coffee with me so he can sit down with me and I can share with him how to add solar to his business. Oh yeah, I'll tell him to do that. And now Javier's the expert. You got to take yourself out of the equation, because a lot of times that credibility is not there for you yet. You might be at the same level, but when I'm talking about Javier, he's up here. When I'm talking about Willie, he's up here and I'm down here. They don't know that. They don't know where we are in power, but they're the expert, right? That's another game changer for your business, guys. It's not all about you. It's about the information. When somebody asks you about power, I'm sending them the YouTube video, opportunity.solar, right? Opportunity.solar. That's JC Rangel talking 20 minutes about power. I don't even talk to him. You think I'm on the phone going, yeah, you make $7,000 a deal. Well, you get paid up to 6 levels in advance. You get stock options. You get 25, and then you get half if you recruit somebody. Then if you recruit somebody, you get overrides. You get $600. You get $300. No, you're gonna lose them. They're gonna be like, what? That's crazy. That's too much money. That's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. If you would just, understand. Send the information, use a third party all the time, okay? Great stuff, Philip. Any other tier ones on the call want to say anything? Nobody? We have a hand up, Mr. Gus, which is one of our top mentors on the team. What's up, Gus? How can we help you, my friend? How can you help us?
Buenas tardes. So I've identified some of these problems early, I guess last year. And I know me and you were having these conversations right before the end of the year. And I told you I was going to start focusing more. I guess you still hear me, right? You guys can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, perfect. So I just wanted to add, so on Fridays, if you don't already, join us on Coffee with Closers at 10 in the morning. We're giving everybody tips on how to close a deal, close an appointment, close a discovery call, even close to people that you're trying to recruit. We do that every Friday at 10 in the morning. I always post it on the chat. We've been getting a little more people joining, but I would love to see more of y'all's faces so we can help with these struggles that some of us might come across. And also on Mondays at 9 a.m., we're having what's called Money Making Mondays, which is going to be just ideas and strategies on how to launch your business. And that's what that calls for people when they first start. I mean, obviously all the calls are being recorded and they're being added to the team. But if you guys need help, that's what we're here to do, man. We're just here to help you guys. You know, Eric takes an hour of his day every Tuesday during prime time to talk to us, right? I take an hour, 2 hours of my time every week, Mondays on 1 hour and Fridays another hour with other people on the team as well.
Hey, Gus, you're on mute. You put yourself on mute again, Gus.
There we
There you
go.
go.
So basically, we're growing the calls on Mondays again. Money Making Mondays, 9 a.m. Put it in your calendar. Remember about it. Post it in the groups. But this is the reason why we do this is to help you guys grow your business, and we take hours of our time to do that. We could be doing other things, but we're here to help because we identified the problem that we had when we started our business. So use us. That's what we're here to do, right? We're here to be used and abused, right, Eric? On our calls to learn, get it out of the way and learn, and that's what we're here to do. So use us for as much as you need. And like Willie said, just always ask questions. That was the thing that I was the worst about. And that's why it took me 3 years to start making money, right? Because I was real myself and I found out that the problem was I didn't ask for help. I had too big an ego, right? That there was too many stupid questions. I already know that, but there is no stupid question. That's exactly why we do these things. And you guys just reach out to us, right? That's what we're here to do. And I take this very serious. Being a mentor, it's a job and duty, but use us, right? That's what we're here for. So I just want to add that at the end there.
Absolutely. Use us. And the abuse us part, Gus, that's another type of business I don't want to talk about right now, but no, I'm just kidding with you. But I'm excited. Look, it's time to get off the call. Gus and I land in San Diego, California tomorrow for Powur's first Leadership Summit Conference. We'll be there all weekend, and we're gonna bring back some fire for you guys, okay? And ladies, I see some ladies on here. I'm really excited about that. This industry, ladies, you will kill it. I tell my wife all the time, she's like, I love teaching, but that's fine, that's her passion. But ladies, you will kill it in this industry, and you gotta get other ladies on board. Brand, did you have something before we end out?
Hey, yeah, just we've shared a lot of great content today, and I know these for everyone that's new to the call, this all gets uploaded on YouTube. So when I first started out, I backtracked months and months and months and listened to every Tuesday call. Just drop it on while you're doing laundry or doing dishes or whatever, and I go back and still listen to those. So we always have different leaders every week kind of leading the call. So go back and review those references.
Thank you for that, Brent, for sure. YouTube, Solar Kings, and you will definitely see that on there. So, hey, we appreciate you all. What we do is not, it's easy to do, and it's easy not to do, as Christian Montalvo says a lot. Easy to do and easy not to do. Remember that. So I don't know what your life looks like right now. But all I know is that the most money in the solar game is being made right now. It's being made right now, not in a year from now, not in 3 years from now, definitely not 5, 10 years from now. Then it'll become a job, right? Where everybody's just, hey, welcome to Solar Mart. How can I help you? What panels do you want? You want these or these or these? No, that's not where we're at. We own the business, right? And so you're in a position to make $1 million within 3 years, literally $1 million within 3 years. So it's up to you if you want to take that advantage of that or not. You're the one that has to look at yourself in the mirror every day, not me. So tonight, I challenge you to look deep inside your soul, get a piece of paper and a pen, write down your goals, how you're going to get there. And if you need somebody to help you obtain those goals, you have a list of mentors tonight that can help you do that. And they don't even have to sell for you yet in order for you to call them, talk to them, build a relationship with the mentors. You never know when you're going to need them, because if your mentor is not available, we have more available for you. So we're all here for you. We appreciate y'all, and you'll have a wonderful evening. Bye, guys.
Thank you, Eric.
All right.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, thanks, Eric.
What are you doing?
I'm looking at my son's grades right now. They're good grades. They're good grades.
What did you get?
He got B's. He got an English. He got an 87. Spanish 85. Business 100. And arts 90. And there's some other scores that aren't showing yet, but we'll see.
You're gonna have to give him a spanking for the B's. You should give him a
Yes.
big whooping. Where is he? He's right there.
Yeah, he's right here.
You should whoop him. Whoop him for the B's. No B's.
No B's.
What grade?
I miss you, buddy.
I miss you, buddy. I'll see you soon.
Okay,
Home
my
every
friend.
month now. No more, no long beaches, no more. No more. And I got a commercial deal today.
Your internet connection is bad.
So, oh, you hear me or no? Can you hear me or no?
I can hear you now.
I said somebody reached out to me today for a commercial deal. Boom shakalaka.
Oh, damn. All right.
So he goes, the only person I wanted to go with and that I thought of, his buddy has a 50,000 square foot building and they want to do solar on it. And the first person he said was, I know you, I trust you. And I told my buddy, this is the guy to go with. So here we go. So we're going commercial now.
You got a good company to go to?
Yeah, I got somebody. I got you know him. I got with him already, and we're about to start working together. So yeah.
All right, my bro. Well,
Yeah.
all right.
So we'll see
Good
what happens. All right, buddy. I'll see you later. Okay. Take care. God bless.
Have a good night. God bless, my friend.
Hey, real quick, just real quick.
Mhm.
If anybody needs help with, like, you know how many, I used to do a lot of presentations. If they'll go in front of people and they want to do a presentation, like to rehearse it with me, I'd be happy to hear them out. So
Okay.
if they want to practice with me and they say, look, I'm going to be at a BNI meeting or I'm going to be at a chamber meeting. I got to go up for a presentation. I really don't know what to say. Well, I'll listen to what they say and I'll practice with them. Okay. So let everybody know I'll be willing to do that for them. Okay.
You got it, bro.
Okay. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.